What is up, everybody? It's me, Troy, and I'm back again with another video, and this is going to be my March Mystery Madness, hashtag March Mystery Madness TBR video. So the first challenge is to read a food, craft, or hobby cozy mystery. As for me, I decided to pick up the second book in Susan with Tig Alberts. I keep wanting to switch her names right. She got 3 names here. But anyway, I would decide to pick up the second book in her China Bells mystery series, which is a cozy series about a woman, of course her name is China Bells, who lives in a small town in Texas. She originally, in her former life, she was a lawyer, and in her new life in this small town, she is now currently the owner of a herb shop. So she cultivates herbs and then she sells them within her shops. So that is really where the theme is for this series, is that she's a herbologist who sells herbs. So the second challenge is to read a mystery novel revolving around a person of color in the lead. I chose to pick up the second book, or I had to order it, of Barbara Neely's Blanche White series. Blanche White is a black domestic housekeeper. Girl, she has a sharp, fiery ass tongue, and I live for it. Now the third challenge is to read a mystery by the matriarch or the patriarch of crime fiction, and that would be either Agatha Christie or Edgar Allan Poe. Me, of course, I chose Edgar Allan Poe, and this book here is the Kindle version. You're not going to see it because of the glare on the screen, but The Murders in the Rue Morgue, the Dupin Tales. Dupin is one of the very first, really I would say the first detective or amateur sleuth. You know, Edgar Allan Poe was writing crime fiction before it was an actual term, you know, in literature, and I can't wait to reread some of these 3 short stories. So the fourth challenge is to read a true crime novel, and as I wrote in my teaser for the challenge, you know, fact is stranger than fiction. Quote somebody, I don't know, quote somebody. So I chose A Fever in the Heart by Anne Rule. I chose this book in particular because, you know, her books are about this damn thick. Like, I don't have that much time, or I don't have that much of a spirit to be strolling through these true crime novels and getting myself upset in the middle of the night. So I chose this one because it contains a number of cases. So there's going to be some smaller cases, maybe about 50 pages, and I can read maybe about 2 or 3 and then decide if I want to read the whole entire book, you know, as I move further along in my reading journey. So the fifth challenge is to read a mystery novel, which most likely is going to be a cozy, revolving around, you know, the paranormal and the supernatural, and I chose the 4th book in Madeline Alt's Bewitching mystery series. I read the 3rd book maybe it's in 2004. I'll put a link to the written review that I wrote on that book, and you know, I don't know, I just have some kind of connection with this series. I don't like to get on here and say, oh, you know, this is bubblegum reads and all that kind of stuff. I don't care about this stuff. I just want to be entertained. But I did find a connection with this character, even though she's not all that, you know, aggressive or daring like the women characters that I normally like. But it's just a smooth, easy, cozy read about this woman who's a witch, and she's a witch in a subtle sense, and that's, I think, what I really connected with. You know, it's not about brooms and spell castings. It's more about, you know, psychosis. So the 6th challenge is to read a pet detective mystery. Now I know some people be like, what the hell you talking about, homie, a pet detective? But really, they're conventional wise, they're cozy mysteries where you get the perspective of animals, dogs, cats, whatever outside of a human being. You get their perspective on the murder. So they're using their senses, their talents, you know, their abilities to help their human companions solve murders. And you know, with me, I'm super obsessed with, I was gonna do something with Rita Mae Brown. You know, I go in on Rita Mae Brown because I just absolutely love her Miss Murphy mystery series. Like, I just get a blanket and I just cuddle up to that series. That is the standard or true definition of a cozy mystery. But anyway, last summer I wanted to branch out from reading Miss Murphy, and I wanted to read something else by Rita Mae Brown, and I chose to finally pick up her Mag Rogers series, which this is the first book. There's only 2 books in the series. I really wish I can give you guys some more information because it doesn't give you much. So as for the 7th challenge, it is to read a mystery novel that takes place in a region or a country or whatever you want to say, girl, you know what I'm saying, anywhere outside of your own. I decided to go back to Egypt with Elizabeth Peters' Amelia Peabody mystery series, and this right here is the 3rd book, which is The Mummy Case, and I can't wait to get into this book. I hauled this like a little while ago, but I can't wait to get into this book because it's been over a year since I read these books, and I've held on to this for way too long, and I cannot wait to hear Amelia Peabody and her smart ass tongue come after her criminals. I just live for it. And as for the 8th and final challenge, it is to read a classic mystery for children, with a child or a preteen lead, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Anyway, I went ahead and did the most classic route that you can probably even do, and that was Nancy Drew. Yes, girl, I know Nancy Drew, honey. I know Nancy Drew. Hey, who else would I? There's a number of different authors and sleuths I could have picked, but I chose Nancy Drew, girl. Don't judge. Listen, I used to love Nancy Drew back in 8th grade, 8th and 7th grade, because in 7th grade I did about 3 book report projects on my girl Nancy Drew. There was 2 of them that I did. One, it had to do with the spaceship, and one was about a DJ being kidnapped or something. But anyway, I went ahead and chose Nancy Drew, really only because I just wanted to read a Nancy Drew novel. It's been a long time since middle school, and it just seemed so befitting for me to take this opportunity to read something by this old girl. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. That is gonna be my TBR for the hashtag March Mystery Madness. I got a good feeling that I might finish all those books within maybe 2 weeks. Hell no, not that, but 3 weeks at least. And I got some backups in mind just in case, cause yeah, girl, there's mysteries everywhere in here that I haven't read that needs to be read. But yes, that is my TBR. I'm gonna update those on the Goodreads page, and I encourage you all to do the same also, so that we can all kind of know what we're reading and just share our thoughts on, you know, I picked this, I thought of this, and so forth and so on. And that is it. I cannot wait to get started. Even as I cut this video off, I'm gonna get started already with my Susan book. And that is it, girl. I can go all day on this camera. So peace. See you guys later. Leave your comments, questions, and all that other good stuff down below.